Block after block of flattened homes and businesses. Blackened hulks of burnt-out cars, the pavement streaked with melted chrome. The death toll from wildfires on Hawaii's Maui has risen to 67, as officials seek to determine how the inferno spread so rapidly with little warning.
People are found in houses in a huddle, holding each other because the fire surrounded their homes before they could even get out. There was nowhere to go. And these are beautiful homes that are very old and they're made of wood. Those went up like a matchstick. Nobody had warning.
Fueled by dry conditions, hot temperatures and strong winds from a passing hurricane, at least 3 wildfires erupted on Maui this week, racing through parched bush covering the island. Thousands have been displaced. Since Tuesday, aid organisations and community-led groups have mobilised to provide assistance. More than 100 trucks bound for Niger, blocked in Malanville, the border town between Benin and Niger. The blockage has been going on for more than a week after Benin closed its borders with the embattled country, following a decision by the Economic Community of West African States.
On a laissé nos familles pour pouvoir aller avoir quelque chose à manger pour nourrir nos familles. On ne sait pas ce qui se passe. Nous sommes bloqués là. On va jusqu'à peu près 16 jours aujourd'hui. Donc, on demande à la population africaine de régler leurs problèmes, de nous laisser passer. On va décharger nos bagages, se retourner, retrouver notre famille tranquillement, comme il se doit.
Tensions are escalating between Niger's new military regime and the West African regional bloc that has ordered the deployment of troops to restore Niger's failing democracy. Hundreds of people have marched towards the French military base in Niamey, waving Russian flags and screaming "Down with France." After weeks of increased Russian attacks on Ukrainian facilities vital for grain shipments, Kyiv has announced that it plans to create what it's calling a humanitarian corridor in the Black Sea that would allow cargo ships that have been stuck in its ports since Russia's war to finally leave. The repeated missile and drone strikes come after Moscow cancelled a landmark grain deal.
Щодо альтернатив по експорту зерна транзитним коридорам. Робимо все можливе, щоб Україна була і надалі гарантом продовольчої безпеки, а наші люди мали доступ до світових ринків.
Meanwhile, Moscow claims to have improved its fighting positions in the northeast of Ukraine. These pictures show its soldiers training in the Kemerovo region in Serbia. This as Ukrainian citizens take part in a 5-day course on civil defence. Open to men and women of any profession, it teaches techniques for handling weapons and first aid as Russia's relentless war rages on.
Reverend Koval leads one of his first services in Turkey after the Russian Orthodox Church decided to defrock him last September following his prayer for peace in Ukraine. President Vladimir Putin ordered Russia's clergymen to pray for victory in the war, but Reverend Koval replaced the word victory with peace.
Со словом «победа» молитва обретала уже пропагандистское такое значение, как бы формируя правильное мышление у прихожан. Мне показалось, что это идет вразрез моей совести.
In February, Reverend Kordoshkin was suspended for 3 months in Madrid for his stance against the fighting.
I think that we have a duty to speak out, whatever the cost. But of course, I cannot call my brethren who are in Russia to put themselves under threat.
The Russian Orthodox Church explains the repressions as punishment for their so-called engagement in politics.
Co-hosts Australia have reached the Women's World Cup semi-finals for the first time, beating France in an agonising penalty shootout in Brisbane. The Matildas will now play England after the Lionesses defeated Colombia 2-1. England advanced to the last 4 for the 3rd consecutive Women's World Cup, despite going into the tournament with a host of key players out injured. In next week's semi-finals, Spain and Sweden are up first on Tuesday, and the Matildas will face the Lionesses in Sydney next Wednesday.